What's up guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to do an ollie north. So before you learn this trick, you need to know how to ollie really well. And you need to know how to bone your ollies out a little bit, because this trick involves sucking your back foot up a little bit higher in order to have room to get your front foot off the board. So get your ollies down really well. If you don't know how to ollie really well, if your ollies are still rocketed, then it might be kind of dangerous to try to kick your front foot off. It's easier to do this trick if you have grip tape that's not that grippy. So if you have a brand new skateboard with brand new grip tape, brand new shoes, it's going to be a lot harder to do this trick than it would be if you have an older skateboard deck. So if you have an older skateboard deck, I would try using that. I used a skateboard deck that somebody gave me for free that they've skated for a while, so the grip tape is sanded down a little bit, and it made it a lot easier to do this trick. Also, really flat boards with mellow kicks are really good. So if you have kind of a flatter nose or a smaller nose, it's going to be a lot easier to do this trick. A really steep, aggressive nose is going to grab onto your foot and make it harder to kick your front foot off. If you have an old school 80s board that has a completely flat nose, that might be a good trick to learn this on. It also might be good to know how to do a kickflip, because it's kind of dragging your front foot off, kind of like a kickflip does, and doing these will probably make you better at kickflips. It'll make you be able to kickflip a little bit higher and a little bit more consistent, because you're learning how to do that back foot catch. It kind of feels like you're just catching with your back foot, even though the board's not even flipping. It also might be good to learn this while you're holding onto something. You could hold onto some bar or some railing and just try it a little bit just to get the motion down. And then after you've done a few like that, it's going to make it a lot easier to learn. So to do this, you're basically doing an ollie, and then you're just extending your front foot out like you're kicking it. I like to feel like I'm poking my toes out, like I'm doing it some type of a ninja kick, and it really feels like I'm kicking my foot out farther than it looks like I am in the video. Like when you're actually doing it and you're looking down on your foot, it looks like you're kicking your foot out farther than if you're filming from the side. So I probably should do a point of view video of this sometime, because it definitely looks a lot different from your own perspective. So to do this, you're just sliding your foot gently up the board like you're doing an ollie, but then you just keep going and you just flick it at the end, just like you're doing a kickflip, but straight off the front of the nose. If you flick off either side, the board's gonna flick and flip. So you gotta flick straight off the nose. Hold it out for a second and pull it back. Now when you flick off straight off the end of the nose, it's gonna even the board out in the air. So it makes it really easy to get your front foot back on. If the board's really rocketed, you're never gonna get your foot back on. So you gotta make sure the board evens out in the air. Hold it up, suck your back foot up. The higher you suck your back foot up, the more the board is gonna even out in the air. Hold it, and then don't put your back foot down until your front foot gets back on the board. Front foot gets up back on the board, put both your feet down, and that's an ollie north. This is a really fun trick. It's really easy, but it can be really intimidating at first before you know how to do it. Like a no comply, before you know how to do it, it's very intimidating. It's scary to take your front foot off if you're a beginner and place it in the air in uncertainty. But once you get this down, you can do it on anything. You can do it over pyramids, into manuals, stuff like that. You can take this anywhere because it feels just like a regular ollie. Now there's certain setups, certain shoes and certain boards that this trick is going to be almost impossible when using, like really grippy, aggressive grip tape. It's going to be really hard to do this trick. But if you can get the right setup, this trick's not that bad. It's pretty easy. So I really hope this video was helpful. If you like this kind of content, reviews, tutorials, and videos about what I'm learning as I grow as a skateboarder, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.